going game. And let's see what's going to happen in this PvP between puCK and Creator. To the top left-hand side, our pink Protoss player is puCK. And to the bottom right-hand side, our blue Protoss player is Creator. Alright guys, I'm almost certain now everything is sorted out. And during that last game, it was very frustrating because obviously it was a very intense game. And I had Creator asking me why we can't play 2 matches at the same time. And I was trying to tell him, like, dude, let me finish this series and I'll try and explain it to you. So hopefully now no one's going to come in and try and distract me or talk to me or anything like that nonsense. Hopefully we're just going to get to enjoy some StarCraft, and hopefully I'm just going to get to sit back and enjoy it myself, because I've just been sat here like, stressed out. So it's never fun when someone forfeits, obviously, and you have to sort things out on the fly. Now we do of course have the playoffs for this event taking place tomorrow, guys, so if you're around tomorrow, same time, same place, it is going to be the same time, same place tomorrow is going to be the playoffs. So we're going to be casting 2 best-of-3 quarterfinals, both the semis, and of course the grand final. And that's going to be tomorrow's StarCraft 2 content here on the channel. We're going to have some of the replays to cast on Saturday as well, just to, again, enjoy, you know, have a fun time casting some games, basically. And on Sunday we cast Go for SC2. Monday is a new week, and we're hoping to get into some Underdogs broadcasting back on the O Gaming hype train. And we're also hoping to maybe do Tuesday, Go for SC2 monthly finals. And then I'm going to be working out, hopefully by then I have another event set up for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll also have some team leagues somewhere along the way, just getting some of those matches played in the near future. And on the all the rest of it as well. As you do see, a couple of Stalkers just gathering together. And the early game of this PvP is going to be Twilight Council versus Stargate. puCK opening the same as he did against Mana in game number 1, which is just for the Stalkers and the Blink. So going straight in towards this, as we are going to be seeing the Nexus coming down on the natural expansion. So expansion from both. Obviously, Kratos here is just a little bit faster, as he did get to build a couple of Adepts, which is just that little bit cheaper. More Stalkers just coming through the center of the map, and a couple of these Stalkers from Creator actually in a little bit of trouble. Oh, the pro block from puCK. That's so cute, and that is actually going to be able to kill off that Stalker. And very nicely done. That's puCK. That was really cute. Really, really cute. He's actually going to have to recall home, though, because the couple of Adepts show up into his mineral line, and he wasn't ready for it. He didn't block off here with a pylon or anything, so he has to recall home. But he actually gets an Adept for it, so it's actually not that bad. As we are going to be seeing the Stalkers just gathering back up together over towards the main. And we are going to see one Stasis Ward comes down, but it only gets a single probe, so well dealt with by puCK there so far. As we are going to be seeing a couple of Stalkers of Creator heading out on the map. He still has this one Adept, although that shouldn't really be able to do too much. Both Nexus on the Naturals are finishing in the next couple of moments. Denmark is the best, gifting a sub to Got Nugs. Welcome Got Nugs to the Wardy family, and thank you, Denmark is the best for the sub gift. Such a kind chat today. Everyone's having a good time, everyone's having some fun, very generous group of guys out there, or country in the form of Denmark apparently. Thank you very much for the sub gift, mate, and thank you, Got Nugs, for being the giftee of the sub. Sub Satanist in the chat as well, saying hello and sup. Not a lot, mate. We're just in our 3rd series of the day, and just continuing on with some StarCraft action, obviously. So, just continuing on through, seeing what's going to happen. As we do see, these Stalkers are going to push those couple of Oracles off away through the top side of the map. Immortal and a Stalker on the way up from Creator on the bottom right-hand side. So, I mean, honestly, Creator's looking okay to deal with the Blink play. I mean, puCK hasn't even really been able to move out on the map anyways. And we are going to be seeing a Nexus dropping down on the back 3rd base from puCK. A little bit easier to defend, a little bit easier to hold on to. Just nice and easy to just sit with and, yeah, just, you know, hold for the next few moments. As we are going to see a Forge on the way up on both sides of the map. And, yeah, just a couple of sentries just warping in as well. So, continue to set up into this. We see an Observer popping out of the Robo facility. And Creator. Well, in general, Creator's just up a lot in workers. I mean, what did he kill? He did kill 7 probes overall. I guess that's added up over time quite significantly. So killing 7 probes overall, I mean, that is the difference between them. And obviously, the army supply is kind of reflecting that as well. puCK doesn't really have much on his side apart from the faster 3rd Nexus, I suppose. So that is something to keep in mind. The faster 3rd Nexus can definitely have a couple of benefits, but not too many. Going to be seeing the couple of gases here is one of the main things that stays the same on that base. But it is only half the mineral patches, but Creator will take the same one, so they're both going to be at that same sort of disadvantage on the third base, but they're both going to be able to hold on to their third base nice and easily because of the setup as well, of course, as we do see. These Stalkers, an Immortal, a couple of sentries, moving on over towards the left-hand side, and a couple of Oracles are going to start moving their way up towards the upper left as well. Got a few Stalkers just sitting on the natural here. 5 gateways on the way up in the main base, and we do see that charge upgrade as well on the way out. So charge on the way up, and we are going to be seeing a couple of High Templars currently just warping in. Morphing into an Archon here, and we see the Assimilator gets picked off, a probe going low. The Pylon very nearly going down, but not quite here in the end. As that Archon finishing up, as we are going to be seeing puCK just blinking around a little bit here. And he is very much so on the defensive here. If there's a little bit of a push forward from Creator, he's kind of just established himself the map control here to sort of sit at the front and see what he can do, as we see this Hallucinated Phoenix moving in towards the main base. Not really much to do against the hallucination. It's just going to get all the information he wants, as well, everything's continuing as normal. Immortal production, charge on the way. Much faster charge from puCK, and we'll see if that actually is going to have an effect here, as I can have a couple of gateways are going to be able to come on up here from Creator. What's the gateway count out? 7 against 4, so no, it's going to be 7 against 11. No, I can't do math. 7 against 9. No, 7 against 8. Okay, I was just swapping production tab at the bad time as well. That wasn't just my bad math, I promise, guys. We're all going to see these units kind of gathering up a little bit on the natural expansion, so they're gathering up a little bit here. We're going to be seeing the +2 attack upgrade on both sides on the way as well. A couple of High Templar coming through, and we are just going to have these few units starting to work their way through these rocks. So some rocks going to get taken down. We're just going to be seeing another Archon on the way up, and puCK taking a 4th base as his Creator. At this stage of the game, we're just waiting to see what the next move is, and it's again still that little bit of an advantage that Creator has had throughout, but as he pushes forwards, it is defender's advantage to puCK. You know, he has those, warp-ins defensively, as the defensive sort of setup. Now, obviously, with the Warp Prism here, Creator will be able to warp in pretty nicely himself towards the front. Let's see what Creator will do, because obviously, what puCK will do, because obviously defending this 4th base is not going to be easy, especially if he's all the way back towards his natural still. So he has to be a little bit cautious, and this is why Creator having that little bit of an early lead is so beneficial for him, because now, at this stage, you're at this sort of point where you're looking at this and it's like, well, okay, I mean, if I've got a little bit of a lead, I can be the aggressor, and that gives me opportunities like this to just quickly cancel a base, because that's a nice feedback on one of the Oracles. Needs a feedback on the other as well, though. Otherwise, it's going to just be able to get away anyways. puCK, there we go, feedbacks, but Stasis Ward already came down, so the energy was already spent. And he does catch just a handful of those probes. You see the +2 attack upgrade on the way, about to finish from puCK now. But again, just Creator having the aggressive opportunity has allowed him to do these little bits and pieces of damage, whereas puCK, not feeling comfortable being out on the map, has been now set even further behind. +3 attack on both sides of the map, as we do see. I mean, in that regard, the players are staying very similar. I mean, if you can max out here as puCK, if you can take a good fight from there, obviously there's a lot of possibility. And you can do a lot of cool things as well. You know, you can Warp Prism into the main base that can maybe catch your opponent off guard. I think there's a lot of different ways in which you can do some very good harassment here, which you can set up very nicely. So I'm intrigued to see how this continues. We do see Zealots, Stalkers, Archons, and Immortals working their way through a set of rocks on this right-hand side, working their way through a second set of rocks, and just taking down some of the access points to move across through into the center of the map. It's going to be seeing another few Zealots on the way up, another couple of High Templar as well, morphing into an Archon here. Guys, I appreciate we're a little bit laggy. I think that's just on our side. Apparently we have a very bad connection to Korea today, and that's kind of showing through a little bit. Apologies for these little lag spikes. There's not really much I can do about it if it's our connection to Battle.net. So apologies for that. We just have to put up with it for now, as this fight is about to start up. So Archons on each side are going to be absolutely hugely influential. A lot of the Zealots do go down here. puCK takes a good initial fight, getting rid of a lot of the Zealots of his opponent. A lot of the Zealots for Creator were kind of stuck in the back as well. But then he just doesn't have the power units in high enough number to really make up for the rest of it. He doesn't have enough Archons to fight through the Archons of his opponent. He doesn't have the Immortal count here. And so Creator just has a little bit too much and pushing forwards. Creator is looking as though he's going to be able to take down this Nexus. And from taking down this Nexus, he's going to be able to keep on pushing up the left-hand side if he wants to. I mean, at this stage he may not. He may just back away and kind of play with the advantage he's created for himself. But in general, this is going to be puCK here on the defensive, not really in a pretty spot, and you're going to have to try and find some magic to get back into this. We do see these Archons, Immortals and Stalkers trying to push forwards again. We see an Assimilator here on the edge is going to get taken down right away. I like this one, Creator. He just sits in this such position which is dealing damage, and he's just slowly going to pick away at some bits and pieces of puCK. And well, I mean, 7 probes have gone down. There's a couple of DTs that moved on the map. I'm not even sure where they are now. Where are they? They're over here, but they're not actually moving forwards properly. I mean, it's just not going to be enough anyways, as we are going to have the Zealots charging on in, and that's going to be GG. Creator takes game number 1 of this best of 3. Alright, so Creator takes the first game. 3 more best of 3s today. I'm going to be casting Creator versus Keen after this one. Then we have a couple more matches which are going to be played simultaneously. We don't actually know which one we'll cast first. We'll probably cast the one which matters the most for the group, and we'll cast the other one after that as well. To the top left-hand side, our red Protoss player. This is Creator, and even though I haven't set the score just yet, he is indeed 1-0 up in this series. And to the bottom right-hand side, our pink Protoss player is puCK from Root Gaming. Actually, I should maybe talk about Root Gaming a little bit, because they just got a new sponsor, and you guys may be like, well, who cares? Why would you care about that, Wardy? I'm actually on Root Gaming, which is something that a lot of people don't know. But they just sent me a whole bunch of stuff the other day, which is kind of cool. They sent me their new esport, their new sponsor, Azio, which is a keyboard company, or a peripherals company. They sent me a keyboard and they sent me a mousepad, and honestly, they're pretty cool. I really love the mousepad, actually. I haven't actually had a chance to test out the keyboard yet, apart from typing a little bit on my lap, but it's pretty cool. I'm excited to plug it in because it's RGB, and I haven't had an RGB keyboard for quite a little while, so I'm excited to test it out. I just picked it up here, and yeah, it's cool. It's got a volume kind of knob on it as well, which is something I haven't had on a keyboard for a long time, so yeah. I think I'm gonna plug this in later and play a few games with it. I actually do a bit of a stream tonight, which is non-StarCraft, by the way, guys, as well. I might do a bit of maybe a PUBG stream, depends who's on, depends who's playing. We'll do some stuff later on the stream, I think, that is non-StarCraft. Or maybe we do some StarCraft fun games as well. I'm not sure, but we're probably going to do a stream tonight. I'm feeling it. Bjorn Achius saying his sub getting ignored feels bad, man. Dude, that's just because I'm a little bit stressed out getting these lobbies going and some other bits and pieces, but you are completely correct. I did miss your sub. I saw it coming through during the game, and it's one of those scenarios where I just have the wrong fingers open, and I have my little sub dashboard thing minimized, so I completely missed it when a couple of other things came through. So dude, I'm so sorry. Believe me, I really am. But thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub coming through, Bjorn Achius. Let's see some... I say Achius, it's like Achius? How's it going to be pronounced, dude? Let me know. Let's see some love in the chat, please, for Bjorn Achius. I also missed out Adzy's bits as well, actually. Adzy with the cheer 100 in the chat, saying, may as well give you the last one. Thank you so much, Adzy, for the 100 bits. Thank you so much, Bjorn, for the Twitch Prime sub. Let's see some Wardy hearts in the chat, please, for those guys. And you guys can all shame me for missing a sub. No, I hate to miss subs. It makes me feel bad. Dropship Magic with the sub as well. Dropship Magic, I've heard that name before. I'm pretty sure you've been subscribed previously, so please do see some love in the chat for Dropship Magic as well. Welcome back to the family. Didn't miss that one. Thank God. Whew. I've been a bad streamer lately, missing subs and stuff. God damn it. Alright guys, let's get into this and see what's going to happen. There's a couple of adepts are coming over. The tech choices have already been made. Stargate is on the way up, and an Oracle is on his way out. And we are just going to be seeing the Nexus is currently dropping down on the natural expansion. There's a couple more Stalkers dropping out here from puCK. I mean, that's 5 Stalkers at the front. There's no Nexus. He's adding on a 3rd gateway, so it's a very aggressive setup from puCK, obviously. No robo facility with this, or is that what's over here? No, there's a 4th gateway. Oh my god, I can't even count the gateways. Again, my math is really just not on point today at all. So, 4 gates, puCK is just straight up going for the aggression here. Now, obviously one of these issues is, well, actually the one Oracle isn't an issue because the shield battery will just save so many of these probes. One Oracle is actually not going to be enough to do this. So here we go, going across the map. Oh, well, the forward pylon's actually being found, so these Stalkers need to get there ASAP. This is actually really bad, because if he loses this pylon, he loses his forward warping point, and obviously that's an issue. Well, puCK will be able to build another pylon here, so the 4-gate is getting going, but Creator starts up the Void Ray in defense. So Void Ray on the way up, and that Nexus on the natural now finished. I'm just going to be seeing a couple more Stalkers of Creator coming in on the natural. I mean, with a shield battery here, with this delayed warping, this is going to be very difficult to make happen for puCK, I think, but let's see if he can do it. He's getting some damage on the shield battery for free, but there's a second shield battery on the way up. Now he actually has to fight against the Stalkers, and the Void Ray popping the prismatic alignment is going to be way too good. That's going to be GG, and Creator is going to take game number 2 and the series.